Now, I missed out on, do you need socks?
Just give me that blanket.
Sure. I've missed several periodontist appointments for the gums of my teeth that are starting to hurt. My left foot is really starting to go in that it's starting to feel really numb and temperature sensitive and to freak me out a little bit. And so are the parts of my legs. I'm starting to feel like a lot of weariness, just being tired, where I don't feel like I can get too far or get too much done, and I don't even like wherever I am.
You don't feel too motivated.
Not just motivated, but also like, if I try and get out and apply, I'm gonna have to turn back halfway. And I've had to do that with the cold in the past, or the heat. In the places I've been, I've had to turn back to my home. Little baby pulling your hair.
Yeah.
She's so precious.
I know.
Now,
She's looking at me and pulling my hair and just thinking it's like the best thing ever.
she's really beautiful to me, and I love seeing her smile. I love making her happy. I really love you. I think that you're so beautiful.
I feel the same about you.
And I feel like I'm going to care about you, and that's true. But I don't think that I can convince anybody to help me, and I think I need help. And I think that when I'm looking at that, like my dad says, well, if you get back to Pittsburgh right away, you see the doctor on the 27th, then maybe you can work it out. And maybe I could really pressure Boomer to let me back in or something in just a few weeks. But that to me seems like... it seems like there's something wrong about it, sweetie. Like, why can't I get my own place? And then, living in his attic is not really good for me. It's full of dust, and then it's really exposed to the elements. And I tend to just draw myself into the computer when I'm up there. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking at. That's why I make it, because it's not,
It seems hopeless.
It just seems hopeless. It just seems hopeless.
I mean, even if you wanted to do something, you just don't have the energy.
I don't have well, and it depends what it is, what that something is. But I don't have the energy or the wherewithal to get it accomplished. I feel powerless. But instead of, and I don't want to take my powerlessness out on myself and the people that love me. But I definitely don't want to be homeless in some city somewhere.
You think your dad would let that happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
And just kind of try to give you advice on the side or something?
Yeah, I mean, and he pretty much already has.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you have places to stay, but they're not, you don't have your own place, so it is sort of like...
And I kind of need a clean, comfortable place to stay. And I kind of if I was gonna do well, I'd need a computer, and I'd need a chance to really do things that are fun and good in a comfortable place to stay where a nurse visits and a cleaning person visits once a week. Can you even imagine that world for me? Ha 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 ha. It's not, that's not in the cards. And I've got, a lot of what I've tried to offer, I've offered to the world. And they don't want what I have to demand from them. They don't want to give it. And so you gotta just take it, right? But what am I gonna take from them? Like a job at Starbucks. I can't just take it. I gotta jump their hurdles, and they've set the hurdles too high. I don't fit in the place anymore either. It's just, And so I guess the internet kind of amplifies that and makes me feel even less hopeful. But short of miracle, I just don't know what else to do or think about it. I don't know.
I mean, you can try to become a YouTube partner, but you'd have to completely abandon Nigger.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, well, I mean, at least, certainly not the interviews the way I do them. I guess you could do them if you edited them really well, but again, even that would require that I have my own place, my own computer kind of set up.
But you could get started here if you wanted to. I mean...
Do you think I could pull... well...
But you'd
if
have to
what would that
abandon
be
the
like?
N-word
Well, regardless of abandoning the N-word, what would that be like? We get computer set up, get editing equipment downloaded, and then...
I have editing. I have Final Cut Pro and another editing system.
And then how quickly would we make enough money to pay rent somewhere?
Yeah, 6 months it can happen.
You're so hopeful. That's great. I don't know. So when I ran the Very Blessed channel, I got more views than I ever got anywhere else. And I think I might have poked at monetizing, but I never really monetized fully. Back then I thought I had principles and everything. How embarrassing that I didn't really squeeze the money out. But you know what? I wouldn't have squeezed that much. My highest ranking videos that with the most views were like 70,000, 80,000 or something. And that's a lot of views. But it's not, but I didn't have like a loyal cadre of followers. And then look at somebody really huge. So The Amazing Atheist, I don't know what's going on in his life personally, but for a while there he had to really beg and really push people to donate, and he had to work very hard at that to get people to do that kind of thing. And that was on top of whatever revenue he got. And Together for Peace, who gets more views than me easily and has more supporters, also told me it's a paltry sum that they give you. And so I don't want to rain on all the parades, but the reason why suicide looks like it's a good option is because, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, part of me says I want to stick around to stick it in the face of trolls, to be there when she has her first steps. She's a little sweetie. She looks like Curly. She's beautiful.
I like feeding a small little dinosaur.
She
You need
is
the
a
bottle.
dinosaur. Did you know that? So they had to tend their eggs for a very long time. Actually, dinosaurs were very caring in many ways. She's so beautiful.
She really is. She's so cute.
She's way cute. You are too, though. You look so great. You haven't aged a day, even though you've been through so much. You haven't aged a day. You look gorgeous. Anyway, just to close it out, I guess I don't know what'll happen. I guess we have months to figure it out. But I feel like that's the option. Like, yeah, it feels like suicide's a major option. And short of, like, a real amazing happenstance, how else could we do it? How else could we do it? And the thing is, so I've made my penultimate video, but that's for the Worthless Loser A channel.
Yeah.
So the ultimate video could just be like, here's a link to the other channel.
Yeah.
But then you know who would link through first? The trolls. They're faster than any of the other people.
I know.
And so once they get in, then wherever I link them, I'll be starting afresh. That's the only move you can make. I mean, the chance really was very a blast. Like, if it had lasted long enough.
Looking back to the past.
I know what you mean.
Your...
I know what you mean. No, I know. And I guess the other chance would be like our relationship, but like again, we can't look to the past and to the future. I see a bottle in her future. Baby, I love you.